The back hair.
Welcome to the back half. I'm your host, Marty Wilson, and this is the show for the person that has the mortgage, the title, premium health insurance, but every now and again, you kind of look around when there's a situation and you want a real adult. Wild shit is, you're it. We call that skilled adulting. It's the art of realizing what got you here probably won't help you on the other side. Today, we have Tangerine joining the show, and she's a woman exploring a life audit to make her ultimate pivot. Thanks for being here with me today, Tangerine,
Thank you
and
for
being the
having me.
adult in the room.
That's a lot of pressure. I'm the adult? Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. I am the adult because you did not have any beverages for me. And I said, because that means you want me on my best behavior. And I respect it because I want to be on my best behavior. This is a whole different vibe. And I want y'all to see me at my
I
best.
definitely meant to give you a water.
No, I wasn't thinking water. It is National Espresso
I
Martini
definitely.
Day.
And then when you said we can go to Adelina, I was like,
Because they have the best
They do.
espresso martini.
Do you get the bourbon one?
The old fashioned espresso martini, my favorite. 10 out of 10 for
Hell
10.
yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your backstory and why you're deciding that you want to pivot.
Well, it's been kind of boring a little bit. It was all just planned out. I knew since I was in high school that I was going to be a teacher.
Okay.
So, my parents pushed going to college. They pushed finding a good job, making sure you got insurance, making sure you have health care. That was the path. In addition to me wanting to be an educator, I was doing nails.
Okay.
So I started practicing doing nails at 12, and by 17, I became licensed.
Okay.
So that's how I got through college as a nail tech. So it was called
Okay.
Nails by Chandra. So I didn't work a real job at the high school until it was teaching. So it was just all nails and then education. My goal was to own a nail shop, but my parents pushed college and that good job, and that entrepreneurship wasn't the selling point. That
Yeah.
wasn't something that we saw that can get you where you need to be.
No, because back when we were growing up, because we were from the same space and time. People that own businesses, it was like it was in their family, or it was some lineage there where the dad had the store and now the son has the store. Like nobody said, I want to branch off and do this thing on my own. No, nobody does that.
And the ones that we saw, they were kind of like salon owners.
Yes.
But you saw how hard it was at the time to make sure you had people in salon, to make sure you were doing hair and nails. And at that time, it wasn't a lot of just nail salons.
Right.
And that wasn't pushed. My parents didn't know because they were in that working field. Like, you have to do this. So I didn't have any other route to take. I remember one of my uncles, it was like the summer going into high school, and he was like, yeah, he was working at the plant. Like, you can get a job at the plant. And I got excited. Like, I hear plant people make a lot of money. And I'm like, yeah, that's my thing. But then my mom was like, no. And I was like, but Mom, I'm about to be 18 years old. You can't tell me what to do. And she was just like, Chandra, women who work in the plant, she was like, they're hard. You're going to be doing a lot of work with your body. You can work nights. You can't pick your schedule. You want to go to school where you can find a job where you pick the schedule you want. You be able to write whatever you want down and they have to do. So I was like, dang, she stopped in my life.
Listen, I think everybody, so my family too, I was like, oh, I can get a plant job. And it was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. That's a check every week.
Every week. And that's big money.
Shoot, that ain't no little money. And they was like, you'll never go into the plant. And I was like,
and we didn't understand that back then.
Like the boys going, why I can't go? I want some money too. And why? Why not? Why not let me go? I mean, I'm not Rosie the Riveter, but I wanted them checks.
But I can say I'm glad I listened to my mom because she was right.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. When I see people now working night shifts, mandatory overtime, yes, y'all got good money. But baby, I like to sleep.
Listen,
I like to do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it.
Listen, because we from the same place, but our stories are different because at 19 I had my son. So by then I'm working in healthcare and I'm going to school, but I can fully admit that during that time my self-esteem was really low because all I saw myself as was a teenage mom. Just get a job so you can take care of your kid. And it wasn't until I met a friend and he was like, "You dumbing yourself down to work in here with these girls." And I was like, "Oh, I got to get out of here." And that's when my professional career started. So even now people are like, "Well, you can go back to healthcare." You talking about a place I ain't been
in years,
in over a decade. I can't go back there. They working hard. I don't work hard. Like, that's not life.
The goal is to do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. And one of the things I do is I don't work too hard. It's a lot of mental stress. So let me clarify that.
Yes.
I work with my mind.
Yes.
Not my body.
I can't.
But baby, let me tell you how this man be working. But the flip side or the backside is that I have a lot of positive things that come from just using my mind.
Okay. So we'll get your story was you did nails.
I did nails.
And then after nails you went into teaching.
Yes. And then I still did both.
Okay. So how long have you been in education?
Jesus,
I
am in my cuz let me tell you, I look so young. But I guess they know my age range because of what we doing. But this is my 21st year. Yes. 21 years. I'm finally legal in education. I have 9 more years and I can retire. That's why I won't lose because guess what? I get a pension. Hello, everybody. I get a pension and I'm not leaving.
Y'all know companies don't want to give no pensions. They don't. They want you to sign up for the okay. If you want to be poor later on in life, that's on you. If you don't want the max match on your 401k, that's on you. I wish I could run into a job with a pension right now.
Let me tell you how I'm not leaving. Hello? We go work this out. If we got to switch districts, if we have to switch roles, we got 9 years.
9. And guess what? It'll be here and gone before you know it.
I'm praying because let me tell you, our education is not what it was 21 years ago. It's changed. And so we have to change. But sometimes change is hard for people. Change is
and y'all got a lot of administrative issues over there. And I'm just like, so so now you're in education and you're looking at the goal of the 9 years to stay with the industry so you can get your pension, and kudos to you on that because a pension is one thing, but to be that close, like you got less than a decade. You got less than a decade to hang in there. So when you're thinking about this, once you move on to the next chapter, what do you think is an area where you will spend the most of your time?
This running my mouth and having fun with the people that I like.
Okay.
Let me tell you how much I like to talk.
Okay.
And I think I'm pretty good at it. People like to hear me talk. But no, in all honesty, I want to do something where I do use my gift of gab.
Okay.
When I was younger, I want to say about 8 or 9, my uncle used to call me Oprah Wimpy because he said that I used to just be running my mouth and asking a lot of questions. And I was just like, well, I want to be a talk show host. I've always wanted to be one. And for fear, I never went that avenue for being shy and not thinking that people wanted to hear me or that I could do it. I played it safe for the majority of my life.
But I think you're not alone. That's just in that during that span of time, we were all playing it safe. They were pushing the education on us. Our parents, you need to get a good job. Like your parents, they spent their entire careers in one place. Like I done bounced around in the last 5 years to 3 different companies. My mother was with a company for 25 years. And I'm like, I ain't got it to give nobody for 25 years.
I don't know if I can see myself in one district for that long.
But education provides you that flexibility. It provides you where you can go from inner city district and go into the suburban or whatever, however you see fit, a new adventure, because that's what it technically is. It's a new group of kids.
And that actually was my path.
Okay.
So I did start inner city charter school, and then I branched out to public school, inner city, and then the suburbs.
Okay.
And then in each area, I've had different roles. So I started off as an English language arts teacher for middle school.
Mhm.
And I loved it until I saw a lot of students struggling. And it was, why can't this student read? Why can't this student write? Or it was a disconnect that I wasn't understanding. So I went back to school to get my master's in special ed.
Okay.
And that's when I was like, I need to figure out how to help these students.
Okay.
So I went from middle school English language arts teacher. I taught a program called Wilson Reading. I went into middle school special ed. Then I became a special ed coordinator, a supervisor. Then I switched public. And then I started off as a resource teacher, became a teacher consultant and an administrator. So now I'm an administrator in special ed.
Okay.
So once I started special ed, I stuck with it.
Okay. So with your education and your tenure in this arena, does your pivot include something for special ed students or families?
Not right now.
Okay.
The goal is, because after I retire, I do want to do something in the education world.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to be a consultant for school districts. I don't know if I want to be an advocate to help parents, but I'm not doing it now because I don't want it to be looked at as a conflict of interest.
Yes.
So keeping up with the law is a lot.
Yeah.
But I keep up for my job.
Yes.
So my pivot has been away from school. My pivot is more fun. My pivot is getting to know who I am as a person.
Okay.
Like, I've accepted who I am and the many different dynamics that make up me.
Okay.
Chandra, Tangerine, Miss Jones, Tange, whatever you want to call me. But it was about finding myself, but accepting what I found and being okay with it.
Have there been any lies that you have told yourself about this pivot?
I lied and said that I wasn't going to do good and I wasn't going to like it.
Really?
Because again, it's that fear of starting something new. Like, this is not going to be what I think it's going to be. It's going to be hard because people know me as a certain type of way. I don't want others to start thinking me of a way. But then I had to just pray on it and say, this is what I want to do.
This is what. So, in full transparency, World Wide Web, if you know either of us, if you just scroll over a few clicks, I bet you can find us again. We've done this before for a total of 3 years.
Hey,
we had a podcast together.
The perfect pair.
The perfect pair.
With Tangerine.
I'm Marty. And it was a whole thing. It was a thing to where we got to a place where people, they would see us like, and when the show coming back?
Y'all coming back?
And
what y'all talking about next? What's the new drink?
We like, we just out here for the day.
And it got to the point where it was so fun and so many people were looking forward to hearing us and being a part and bringing stuff up that kind of invigorated me. And then when we stopped, it was like, can I still do this?
Of course you can.
I believe that now, but it was that I had lunch with a friend and we were talking and they brought up the podcast and it was like, when are you coming back? And it was funny because within that 2-week span, I've had 3 or 4 people ask about a podcast and I had been thinking about it, but I was putting my own blocks up and my own hurdles. And that, when I tell you, we were at lunch and I just started crying because I said, it's something and I need to answer the call. And then she told me the Lord does not give us the spirit of fear.
Okay.
And I said, you're right. And she said, for me to ask you about this and us not talk about it, it's something that you need to do.
Yeah.
And other people are asking, you need to just go with your calling and accept it. And since then, I've been planning it. It took me a while to get off the planning stage because I wanted so much. So now I'm doing something in it. I haven't started the podcast. That's next because I'm having so much fun doing what I'm doing.
Speaking of what you're doing, you said that it's not the podcast. So what made you shift you made another pivot. You were pivoting one way to supplement this urge that you had. So what caused you to say?
Because I wanted something that was fun.
Okay.
Not structured and where I can be 100% myself.
Okay.
And now I'm creating content and I have a page and it's called Tasting with Tange. I do go around and I taste drinks. I like to drink. I mean,
just blasting me out for not having.
Listen,
drinks,
but
folks.
No, that's good because do you see the mature person that you
It works.
I haven't got loud. I've been laughing and saying crazy stuff that I'm gonna ask you to delete. I'm here for this.
I promise you guys, if you just have 10 minutes, if you have 10 minutes, just go on YouTube and put the perfect pair and put Tangerine. I promise it's a good time. It's a good time. You're going to see a side of us like we're kind of buttoned up right here. You're going to see a side of us like, and then you all be asking us when it's coming back.
You used to always say when the drinks kick in. That's how you know we are having so much fun. It didn't we didn't derail.
We didn't derail. The show topic is gone. Like we just having a good time. So now you said Tastings with Tange?
Tastings with Tange, and I go around and I explore different things. So right now I'm in the exploring martini phase, and my drink of choice has been espresso martinis.
And today is National Espresso Martini Day.
But this series is coming to an end, and then I'm going to switch for spring summer.
Okay.
I haven't decided which drink, but then I don't want to limit myself to drinking. I may taste food. I have put in some stuff going shopping. I have expensive taste.
Okay.
So you about to see me in some stores, buying some stuff, checking some stuff out. So it's just my taste going around, getting my opinion on things. I'm rating the drinks, telling you the best places to go or the worst, because baby, it's some of them.
Sure.
Like, oh, it's a wrap on that.
I'm sure because I've experienced a few in this town. And so the tasting with Tange, that will segue into this next chapter. It's the jump off point, the launch pad. It's the launch pad for Tangerine.
It is. And where it's going, I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
Because I'm so here with it now, but I'm open to whatever it will be.
Okay.
I know it's going to be something. I have accepted that.
I mean, that's a thing that when you believe it, that's all that really matters, because you're going to put the work in.
I am.
Like, and I can say that I've seen you like work at this, like, and I know you. So,
and it's all me. So that's like, I got to do it. I have to show up for me.
Yeah. I know you, and I also see the effort that you put into it too, because I know you. And I'm like, oh, she put the sticker on here. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, look at her. I'm like, oh, she said we gonna do it on Tuesday. Oh, look at us, we on Tuesday.
Hello? So it's keeping me in check. I'm doing different stuff. Even Tastings with Tange went to New York.
Yeah.
And I wanted to taste the best espresso martini in New York. I wanted to go. One place that I really want to go was to Louis Vuitton Cafe.
Yes.
Because I like Louis.
Exactly.
I like cafe. Louis. And just the prestige of it, the honor, the luxuriousness of going to the Louis Vuitton Cafe. Like you walk in and you're a different person.
I don't see why these luxury brands hadn't thought of that.
I'm saying to get a martini with the little Louis monogram, that was my life. That gave me everything that I needed for $30. Let me tell you how that drink was $30. And that drink, I think, got like a 2 or 3 out of 10. I was disappointed. Run me my money. It looked good.
I know y'all can do better than that.
Sorry, because I hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings to the max that something so beautiful, such well crafted, would be so terrible. And they had to remake it. We tasted it. Oh, wait a minute. Jesus. What is going on?
Oh my God.
So, yeah. So that gives me stuff that I like to do, taking places. I've had people contact me to say, what's next for Tasting with Tange? They're liking the series, but am I going to change? Now, you know what that did to my spirit. Y'all want more?
Y'all want more?
Yes.
I got to get the people.
I am here to serve people.
I got to give the people what they want.
Well, what now? Well, what now? That is my calling in life, baby. Let me tell you. But now I'm thinking of what is next for Tasting with Tange.
And we'll have a discussion after this, because I have so many ideas, because Lord knows I have squandered my life off, folks. I should have been a consultant from the jump.
Because you have.
Because this brain goes.
Let me tell you how I love it.
Light years.
You are so creative and organized and focused. So that's where we did well together.
Yeah.
Because you actually do the work.
Yeah.
I would have an idea, and I always thought my ideas were just fabulous. You would come in, you would throw a little tweak into it, and then you would make it into fruition. And you would give me orders, do this, do that. And I said, this works.
This is what I do, people.
This
I have
girl knows.
I have squandered my life. It's still time,
Listen,
but I know I could have been a multimillionaire by now.
Let me make it big so I can hire you for
Telling
real,
you.
for real.
I think really quick, and I can put things together. I
I
mean,
like it.
and I can build things out very quickly. But in this content creation stage that you're going, I shouldn't even call it a stage. This is what you want to do. So in this, are you nervous that you may create another thing that you want to escape or get away from?
That's always the thing.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying it now, and that's why I have to figure out different ways to move with it.
Okay.
So, for instance, one thing that I'm battling now is espresso martinis, and I'm gaining weight.
Yeah, because they have an element inside that's very
high
in calories.
Listen, and if you know me, I'm not just gonna have one. So listen. So that's why I'm really like, get it together. I'm back riding my Peloton. Trying to eat right and limiting how often I'm going to drink. So today is actually my last day drinking for a month. Because I just want to detox. I want to get back strong working out because I've come too far to let espresso martinis to bring me down.
Listen, and they are a thing. Everybody need to get one on their menu if they don't have one. I don't even think it's the get a right one. It's the person that mixes it. It's the person that does the actual work because it's an art to it.
It is. People, whoever decided, are you listening? Whoever decided to make an orange flavor espresso martini, stop it.
Why is it? Never mind. So you are creating a path where you won't catch burnout from this.
But because with this pivot, we've come out of another pivot and we skipped over something that I don't know if you're aware of, but okay, we were talking about me doing nails and in education.
Yes. And you were doing nails and going in education at the same time.
I gave up nails when COVID hit and the world shut down.
Yes.
And our governor said no more service industries can take clients. I gave it up after 24 years doing them.
Right.
My pivot there was because I can't take clients. I started She's Press Nails, I started a press-on nail company.
Sure did.
So I'm used to changing the game when it needs to be changed.
Yeah.
But I'm always going to incorporate my love. So I love nails. I love being creative. And so my pivot was I can't take the client. So now let me send the nails. Went all out for it. And then this was year number 5 this month.
Yeah.
And I kind of dissolved it. Yes, I did, but I had to. It wasn't something that I did because I just wanted to. I had to.
Okay.
It was health related. I have tendonitis from doing nails.
Oh.
And so my hand was hurting, and I want to be able to use my hand for whatever I want to use my hand for. You know, I want 2 hands. I say, look, my 2 hands. But so that's when I stopped. And then as I was starting to quit, because I knew I was, I just didn't. That's when I started thinking, what's next?
What's next?
I've never been a person that just had one job. I
never
in my life, except when I was in high school, because I just worked at Sears. And then when I was in college, I did nails. But once I got my career, it's always been education and nails. No matter how much I've grown in the education world, that was still my baby.
I live for one job. I
didn't know what to do.
I live for one job. Like anything else that I do that could potentially gain me some form of income, it's got to be so easy. Like it can't be something that I'm like actively doing.
But you can actively do it as long as you love it. Like I love nails. I was what? Running my mouth. Didn't I tell y'all that I like to run my mouth? I was running my mouth, talking to people, drinking, being creative. Like it was everything that I wanted. My nail clients became family. So it was worth it to me.
It was worth it to you.
It was. I loved it.
I mean, and I guess, you know, when you with kids all day.
I needed adult stimulation.
You when you with kids all day, I can see that. I can see that. So with that, think my question is, you said that you didn't want to open a nail shop. Now that you see that there are a few luxury nail shops in our city, how does that make you feel?
It's like, dang, it's that.
And I think the reason that I'm asking this question is because representation matters. All we really saw were the Asian nail shops. So we didn't know that this was something that we can just do on our own and not make it look like cookie cutter box.
Right, right.
Like if I had seen a female sports reporter when I was a child, I could have been a sports reporter. But to your point, if there had been a pure nail bar and you saw like,
I can do that.
I could do that.
And now it may sound crazy, but the love isn't there anymore.
Okay.
You know, because people are like, well, this can be a pivot for you to go and open that shop. And I don't have the time for that.
Because that is work.
That's work.
A grind.
You have to be there. I don't have it in me to have to be someplace and build in that capacity.
Yeah, I understand that.
So, and again, like I said, the love isn't there.
And once that's gone, like,
you know, the thrill is gone.
can't stop. The thrill is
the thrill is gone. But I don't know. It's beautiful that we have it. And I love to see it. I love to see young women doing their thing.
Yes.
I love to see young people, period.
I do
whether
too.
male or female. I like to see our people doing that thing because it's not, or it wasn't always this way.
What I like about it is that the things that were forced upon us, go to college, do this and do that, these kids are given, shouldn't call them kids either, but these younger adults, they are given the opportunity to be whatever their dreams think of. You know, we've seen comedians just emerge out of nowhere. Like, you know, it used to be a time you had to go to the comedy places.
Yeah, you had to
work
your way up.
Go to New York and go to LA and get on the comedy circuit. You don't have to do that no more. You can be on your Instagram and you making people laugh every day, and people are just starting things. And
just think of gamers. They are playing games and you're watching them play a game and they're millionaire. Confused. Why y'all not playing games on social media? I need y'all to start streaming.
I'll never forget when I told my son when he was graduating high school, I said, do you want to start a YouTube channel? I'll get you whatever you need. You cameras, whatever you need. He said, no, I'm going to go to school. And I was like, try to find you a way out of this, but okay. And it was because I saw what was happening. Yeah. They were there are children.
There are doing it big.
There are children.
Doing what they love.
Exactly.
Because they enjoy it, people sense that, people see it. And we don't know what people love, because people love everything. It's something for everything. When I found out about this mukbang, and you want to hear me chew, baby, let me tell you how much I want to go get a crab boil and just be so unladylike with it. Send me money to eat crab, because that's my favorite food anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
So, as we talk about this, do you think you find a little inspiration from this younger generation to just go after?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And I had to start listening to the advice I was giving my nephews.
Okay.
I was telling them do it, step out on faith, and I wasn't.
Okay.
I was guiding them, but I wasn't taking my own advice.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, you got this. Just do it and see what happens. The worst that can happen is that you fail and you're in the same position you are in. The best that can happen is everything.
Everything.
And right now, even though it's still in the beginning stages, I'm having fun doing it. And I like that people have reached out and connected with me about it. So
as I watch, like when I'm on TikTok and I see people that like going live, I'll be like, they just yappers. I am not a yapper. And they sitting in their cars and they yakky. And no real subject matter. They not solving no problems. They just talking about all the stuff in their life. And people just sending roses.
You know what's the funny thing is?
What?
I have been wanting to do that for so long, but I was afraid of being judged. That's why I didn't. That's why it took me so long. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy because I am a confident person.
Yes.
But when it comes to putting myself out there for the world to judge, to criticize. That is kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. When I do it within my own circle, when I do it at work, that's one
That's
thing.
one
Woo, woo,
thing.
woo, woo. But me just running my mouth on camera because it's not something all of my circle does. I
Okay.
might be one of the most talkative of
Okay.
my circle. And it's like, dang, is this about to be too much? You know, I'm gonna be doing some different stuff. I know we are professionals, but I had to get away from that and say, this is what I want. When am I
Yeah.
gonna put what I want on the front burner? And so I did. And that's why I'm like, I am there. I am where I'm supposed to be on this path.
Yeah.
And I love it.
But that's the good thing, because when you are centrally focused on something that you truly, I know that your best work comes out. Your best work shows up. You want it to be better. You start thinking of different ways that you can engage people, engage with the art, the craft that you're, fostering, not fostering, but displaying for the people that are watching. I am having a little difficulty understanding why you wouldn't just want to get on there chatting, because I'll be listening to them, girl. Not after like 2 minutes, I'm like, I'm not talking. They not talking about nothing.
Because what if I get on there and no one listens? Then I'd be like, oh my God, it was a total failure. No one wanted to hear it. But I have thought like that before.
Because what I have learned out here, they got all types of likes. They got time. When I see it's a woman sitting in her car and she talking about how men do, and it's 1,000 people. Why would 1,000 people be here listening to how men act? Okay, it's not for me though. But if I come across somebody talking about plants, I have sat for hours watching people repot plants, and you need this type of soil.
And it's relaxing. I have another plant at my house, and we know I kill off all plants. But guess what? I'm a plant mom now.
Look at that.
Look at the pivot.
Look at that. Like, so I encourage you to get on out there and do that, because that's how you're going to build your community for the tastings. Because even if you're not going out, what if it's something that you're doing at the house, like this new on the market? Remember, we used to have a friend that would get the new snacks, and she'll come on Facebook and tell us about the snacks, and like, oh, don't try that. Don't worry about that.
But I do it. I do it now. I will sit in my car. If I get a thought in my car, you all are going to know about it. But now you will get videos of me just running my mouth talking. You get videos of me doing different drinks at home, making them, testing them out.
Yeah.
Buying pre-made espresso martinis and rating them. Because not everybody wants to make them. I don't have a coffee machine, an espresso machine, so I had to buy the instant.
Look at you. You so kind, because I definitely would stop at Starbucks, get this espresso, and bring it home.
So I did. I went to Tim Hortons and I was like, "Can I have 5 shots of espresso?" He was like, "What?" I said, "I put it in 1 cup." He was like, "You do know this is strong. Are you drinking this all at once?" And I said, "No, I'm making espresso martinis." He said, "That's just so smart," and gave it to me. But I was kind of like, he in my business. But now I got my, I don't need it. But we about to move on from that drink. So, but I will still be having them at home every now and then. But yeah, it's just doing different things, trying out, seeing what I love. Somebody even asked me to taste some desserts. And I said, yes, I will. I like brownies and chocolate.
But I mean, it's the expansion of the brand that you're building right now. So is there something that you feel anyone who may be thinking about having a life audit so they can determine what their pivot is there a question or some questions that they should ask themselves? But this is not related to money. The question cannot be related to money.
Do you enjoy it? Are you willing to put in the time? And are you okay with people not seeing your vision the same way you?
That's good. That last one.
That's a big one.
That last one is big.
People are going to have comments. And this is why I've been telling a lot of people, when you want to do something, we have to pull back on telling everybody what we're going to do, because people have started projecting their fears on us.
Yes.
Because they can't see it, or because they've never imagined it. It doesn't exist to them, or they're going to tell you something negative about it.
Absolutely.
So stop telling people, but be okay with once that you come out with whatever you're doing, that they may not be on your bandwagon. But it's okay.
It's okay.
Because it would be so many strangers that will hype you up, will support you. You're going to have people that you know that's not in your circle that hype you up. You know, your circle is going to be support. I will hope that your circle is supportive, but their support may look different because they know you. They're around you all the time.
Yeah.
So it's different for me to listen to you all the time and you my friend and I talk to you all day than for me to listen to somebody new and learn about them. Yeah. But I'm gonna still support you.
Right. But it's just different.
It's just different.
Yeah.
So just be okay with that. Be okay with not telling everybody everything and letting them see it. Be comfortable.
Yeah. It's the build in private. And we all know that's something that I am
notorious for.
I just pop out like boop.
Wait,
when
you do this? How long was you thinking about this? Dang, for sure. Lil Wayne, moving silence like lasagna. What is going on?
It just helps because that's just who I am as a person. Once I put it on paper, I have a thing where I don't want to lie to myself.
Girl, if you don't stop this, yes, that is you.
I can't lie to myself. So if I say I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, I have to do it. Now, I didn't get to 5, but I got all the way to 4. So I'm cool. I'm okay with that.
That's something that I've learned from you.
Yeah.
I've learned to write stuff down and I've learned to do it because I've seen you do it. I've seen you come up with an idea and you make it happen like, dang. And you do it so flawless.
It looks flawless, but trust me, in the middle of the night, I am up. I am researching. I can't sleep. So I'm like putting things together and typing stuff up. Like that's just who I am.
It comes off really well. Good job.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're up at night.
Thank you so much.
Thinking about it because the product that you give to us is wonderful.
Thank you so much. I work because I don't want to get into that. That's something that I've seen that kills dreams. It's like you can dream it, but after you wake up, what do you do with it? I know you lying. It's a fly in here. Oh yeah. So we have come to one of my favorite parts in the show.
Okay.
It's the unfiltered audit. And I'm going to shoot off 5 questions.
5 questions.
No professional, politically correct answers. Ooh. I mean, straight from the hip. Gut responses.
Are these hard questions?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Jesus, I done got nervous.
Okay. What's the biggest lie the travel industry tells people about retirement?
What? The travel industry?
Yes.
I don't know. What the travel industry?
Well, as you plan for this new pivot that will give you new time and you won't be at your educational position, you'll be retired.
Right.
What have you learned from the travel industry that you feel is a lie?
That everything will be affordable when you retire.
Bingo.
Listen, I talked to my financial advisor because I said let's really talk about these years and what it means. What if I come out in 8 years and not 9? What does that look like financially? And when he gives me like the formula for how to calculate how much I will get at that age, I still haven't made what I want to make.
I still need more money.
Because they take the average of the top 3 years with this pension and you get a percentage of it. So I need my top 3 to be so high. So if I think about, I would get, let's say, half of the top 3 years. I want to be able to maintain a certain lifestyle that I see my parents maintaining in their retirement years.
All I'm saying.
So I'm going to, God willing, go up one more step in my job. So I'm a special ed supervisor. The highest I can be in special ed is a special ed director.
That's where you gotta
go. Next.
That's where you gotta go. That's where you gotta
go. I wasn't trying right now because it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of, you are the end all to be all.
Listen, but
I need them 3 years.
But you need them because you only got 9 more to go.
No, just think of them 3 years.
Listen, I asked that question because when I talk to my financial advisor, I'm like, I still don't have enough money. And it's like, what do you want to do? I want to travel. I don't want to pick up a part-time job at Walmart. I don't want to do none of that. Listen, I don't even want to go there. Okay.
I want to continue to maintain the lifestyle that I have right now
Yes.
when I am retired. Now, what I realize is going to be different from when I can retire and when I actually do. And I don't know because remember, I can't get Social Security. If I can retire at 54, I can't get Social Security to what, 67, 72 now?
72.
Who working there? Not me. So I got to figure out how to make this retirement work for me.
I mean, and that's because it went up because it used to be 67.
And it was 62.
And I was like, where will I be at 72 punching the clock?
So y'all better go like and share Tastes with Tange. Feel free, hit them hearts.
Listen, I need to get my, hey guys, this is Marty. I need to get my YouTube voice together.
Like,
because
yes, we have to do something.
Something.
Life. Okay, I'm ready. That wasn't
bad. Next question. What's one professional habit you have to kill immediately to enjoy your pivot?
One professional habit I have to kill. Being afraid to be real. And I'm going to say why. Because with me being in education, I think about everything that I say and do in the world.
Okay.
I have my pages, most of my pages blocked. I have a couple open pages because I have to, even though I'm doing stuff with alcohol, I'm making sure you're not seeing me pissy drunk. I'm making sure that I'm not saying off the wall stuff that if it comes out,
it'll be offensive.
Yes. So just making sure I think about all of that type of stuff while still being genuinely who I am.
Yeah.
So that's
you will have to kill that. Okay. So golf clubs or a laptop, which is more dangerous for somebody transitioning mental health?
Because to me, laptop, you can get into so much. Like with mental health, you can concentrate on the negativity that's out there. And again, going back to education, we deal with students who can't handle cyberbullying, or it may not even be bullying, just stuff people put out there. Oh, they didn't accept my friend request. Oh, they deleted me. Everybody saw the fight that was posted, or da 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 da.
Yeah.
So I think the laptop has so much openness, so much availability, freedom for you to go down a rabbit hole, stay up super late at night because you read in these threads. Trying to be perfect, trying to put out something that's perfect out there. So the laptop is more dangerous than golf.
Okay. How many times a week would you check in with colleagues once you exited education?
This is a real question?
It's a real question.
It depends on what colleague. Some colleagues, when I leave, I leave. It's a wrap. Well, we not friends. Hello.
Okay, folks.
You said the word colleague.
Colleague.
But I have some that I do call friends.
Okay.
We will still keep in touch and we'll still go to happy hour. I would think in my mind we would still do that.
But you all have developed a friendship outside of the work relationship.
Yes.
So our last question is it actually possible to relax, or are we just hardwired to find a new mountain to climb?
We are hardwired. And let me tell you why this just hit home. Because I was thinking about this and I brought this up to somebody. I said, we are the generation, especially Black women, where we aren't comfortable with the status quo. We always got to do better. Like I can't, because somebody was like, when are you going to be a director? Are you ready to be a director now? I said, I've only been doing this job for 4 years. Oh, don't you think it's time for you to be a director? Such and such is a director. And I said, let me sit in this. Let me do this job where it's second nature and I don't have to. Let me be okay with being okay with where I am. I am high on the totem pole.
Yeah.
Why isn't that enough? And in my mind, I want to be a director.
Yeah.
I'm going to, but the pressure to do it now, when really I don't want to think that hard, it's still causing me stress because should I be ready? Am I slowing down? Am I too comfortable? Should I go with the pace of everybody else or just go into my pace? So
see, and you're in education. What I know to be true from corporate America, once you sit in a chair for 2 years, you need to start looking for your next role.
Really?
The next role needs to be lined up. You need to be having coffee days. You need to be figuring out what because if you stay in that role too long, that's where you're going to end up. That's where you're going to live.
Oh.
That's where you're going to live. So when we say, like you said, a Black woman, like when before I got laid off, I was prepared to go in my job and ask them, y'all gonna pay for me to go to law school? Are y'all gonna pay for me to go to law school? Because I needed something else to do.
Okay.
Like I have these other things that I was doing, but I'm an achiever. I know you lying.
That's
I'm an achiever.
sorry.
So I need something that I can scratch off the list. Like I finished it. I did it. I like accomplishing things. Now what happens after that accomplishment? I don't care. I just need to do it. And I want to learn how to say,
I want to learn that too. I'm kind of learning it, but
Mhm.
again, I'm not. So I don't know. So maybe I don't know, because as much as I want to be comfortable, I know I ain't about to be comfortable for too long, because why? It's so much more for me to get.
so much more. It's so much more. Like, and I often wonder, will there ever be a time when I can say I
Mhm.
can relax? Like I don't feel it.
I don't either.
I don't feel it. I don't.
Like, I look at some people sometimes and be like, oh, that was so mediocre. Why can't I be comfortable with
That
going over and beyond, stressing myself out sometimes to make sure that I'm on point and that my people on point? But some people are so okay with being basic. Sometimes I wish I had the spirit of basicness.
I don't think there is a spirit of basicness. I don't think there is a spirit of
You
basicness.
know?
What I think it is, people have become so comfortable with the bare minimum, and I'm like, no, you can add a little
Razzle
little
dazzle.
razzle, little dazzle. You know, put a little glitter on it.
Put a little shoulder in it.
You know, shimmy your shoulder, pull your hair back, something, do something.
No,
And they
it's
be
not
like,
that.
I don't want this.
I'm constantly, and I think we're in a generation where we constantly want bigger and better. And we keep pushing ourselves, even when we want to be content with where we are, we still got to push forward.
Because contentment is not in us.
I know, that's so sad.
It's not in
sometimes.
us. You know, you finish one degree and then you sitting at home a couple semesters and you like, you know what?
Do you know?
Go back.
You know how much I talk about never going back to school.
Yes.
I
Go
feel
back.
like if I can't get a job with degrees and certifications I have, I don't need it. But do you know how I have been thinking about getting my PhD?
PhD. I'm just trying to, you heard me say, I was prepared to go into work and say, look, will you pay for me to go to law school? And I'll be a commercial real estate attorney.
Go ahead.
Like I'll learn that. I could be a lawyer for liquor licenses in the Michigan.
Sure, I want a liquor license.
They only got a few lawyers that handle this.
Really?
Yes.
I say do it.
Listen.
Because I really did. Now, I didn't think about it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fleeting thought.
Fleeting.
Because I said, wait a minute, that's a lot of studying. That's papers and research that I got to do. But then they said, somebody came to me and said, you know, our job will reimburse us for a higher degree. I said, so you telling me that essentially it's free?
It's free.
To make more money at the end of it. You go pay me to make more money. So again, fleeting, it just went away that fast. I'm back to normal. I came back. I'm not ready to buckle down with my life, but it may come back.
I'm telling you, I know it's going to come back for me. I know it's going to come back.
Let somebody ask me at the right time and then say, oh, sign up today. Today's the last day. And I might be like, you know what?
Listen,
what the hell?
I had a whole call with the recruiter from ASU.
Wait, Alabama State University?
ASU, they had a legal degree, a remote law degree. And I was like, yeah. I was about to ask them. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What stopped you?
I got laid off.
Oh.
They're not going to pay for it.
Got you. Okay.
I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for that part. Yeah. No, why? The organizations are out here to take care of us right now. I can't do it.
I have a question for you. What have you learned on this?
And that's how you navigate the trade pillar of the back half without losing your mind or your 401k. Well, she got a pension. So there goes that. Thank you to our guest, Tangerine.
Yeah.
Tangerine, because Chandra is going away with the education.
That's the pivot. Change names, change the game.
I like that.
That was cute. I like that. Cute. Change the name, change the game.
So thank you for being here with us today to discuss this undisclosed challenge that is maybe plaguing some of our viewers out here. Is there anywhere that people can keep up with you following this show if they want to see Tastings with Tange?
Yes. On TikTok, they can go to Tastings with Tange. And Tange is spelled Tang because it's short for Tangerine. So follow me on there. I haven't opened my Instagram page. I'm cleaning it up.
I'm cleaning it up.
So when I, go public with my page, everything will be copacetic. And again, like I don't have to worry about losing my job for what may be seen out there in the real world. But TikTok, Tastings with Tang, Tang.
Thank you so much. And to our listeners, our viewers, if you learned any one thing or something that resonated with you, share this episode with a friend. If not, just watch it again. I love the views. I love to watch it. Until next time, remember, the back half is not for us to have midlife crisis. It's our second act. And we don't have to wait until later. It can start right now. Until next time, you all have a great week and just be a little more skilled at being an adult. Until next time, bye, y'all.
Thank you, friend. This was fun.